Shawna's vlog. I am back today with another video, or we're back with another video. Today we will be doing a Q&A couples edition. So I did get a few, I asked if you guys would like to see me or see us do a Q&A here on YouTube. So I asked in my community, is it called a community tab? I asked that on there if y'all would like to see that. We did. I think we got 5 questions on there. And then, you know, you can go on there on Google and ask different questions about couples. So I just got a few off there as well. So before we get started, I hope you're doing good, the best that you can. Let's say it, y'all. We know how life is. Life is busy. Life is just life sometimes, isn't it? But I thought this would be fun to do. I know you guys see Josh on my videos, like of us cleaning or something like that, but you don't really get to like hear him talk, and so it will be a little different. So I did go ahead, since I'm using, we are using Josh's phone to record his phone, so I wrote it down on this little handy dandy notepad. So I didn't, on the ones on YouTube where I didn't write the names or anything like that. So the first question is, if you could go on a dream vacation anywhere, where would you go? Since I've been talking, I'm gonna let you say it.
I haven't really ever thought about where I'd go if I had a dream vacation, honestly, but there's not like a certain place. Like if I was going on a dream vacation, it wouldn't be, some people have Hawaii or something like that. I don't have a certain place, but you know, if you could go anywhere, it would be somewhere, you know, like that, a beach or, you know, a nice island. Probably maybe the Maldives, you know, somewhere like that. Maybe Bora Bora. You know, of course, that's real nice, and everybody wants to go to Hawaii, but you know, somewhere like that, of course.
And me, I would love to go to Hawaii. I am a summer person. I absolutely love the summertime. So if I could be on the beach, yes, I would absolutely love it. Yeah, I would say either Hawaii, like Bora Bora, which I know we could go there if like we've saved up for probably a few years, but we've just never tried to save up for that, but maybe one day, you never know. Do you want to read the next question or me?
So of course, you know, like a regular question you'd probably ask is, how did you two meet? So as you know, we both work in restaurant business, and we met in the restaurant business. I started working in a restaurant when I was 16, dropped out of school, you know, not the best decision, but with my family situation and everything, I dropped out of school, started working, and a year later, she started working there, and
the rest is history.
Yeah.
I worked at the register, and he was like which he did multiple jobs because he is such a hard worker, y'all. He worked in the grill area, which there was like a window there, and you know, like you could see, and he kept like looking at me, and yeah, been together ever since, right?
We don't work in the same restaurant anymore.
No, we do not.
You know, we were young then. I've completely, you know, moved somewhere else, worked somewhere else, working a whole different, worked my way up, but that's how we met.
All right. The third question: have you both lived in Mississippi your whole life? Yes. I have pretty much. I grew up in Jackson, and then when Jackson got bad, whenever I was a teenager, we moved to Pearl, and then now we're in Brandon. So, yeah, I have pretty much lived in the same area my whole life. He has lived in Mississippi, but he was, like further, where was it?
I was born in Utica, Mississippi, but we moved, pretty much grew up half of my childhood in Weston, Mississippi, small town in between Hedgehurst and Brookhaven. Left there, moved to Vicksburg a couple years, and then moved to Pearl, Mississippi, where it is, you know, about 10 minutes from where we're at now, and been here since about 16, 17.
All right, and this is a good one. Which son acts more like each one of you? So if you guys, most of you know, we have 2 teenage boys, 14 and 16. So this is my opinion.
I kind of feel like this is the way it goes anyway, though. Like the first son's, second son's always kind of the baddest.
Okay, so this is just my opinion. Brendan looks more like me. Brendan does act like me. I will say he acts like me. That's our oldest son, Brendan. Lathan, his skin tone is like mine. He can tan really good, which I'm not tan right now, but in the summertime I can tan really good. And so can Lathan, our youngest son. Brendan, he cannot. He doesn't tan. I mean, I'm not saying if he, went to the tan bay like me. I don't know if he would, but I feel like he burns really easy. And so does Brendan, our oldest son. There's a few things that Lathan does have my chin. Lathan's, he's kind of like I'm just going to say it, he's kind of a smart ass. He gets that from him because Josh can be a smart ass too. So Lathan does have that, which I know we all can. I can be a smart ass too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we all can.
Both have their own features of
yeah,
both
they
of
really
us,
do.
But more, Brendan would be more of her, and JJ or Lathan would be more of me.
And then Brendan, I will say Lathan, he's, you know how sometimes he'll like complain about, oh, this hurts. I'm kind of like that too. So it's kind of out in the middle. I don't know. It's kind of out in the middle, really.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both, really. You want to read? You hear the little bird chirping?
So it says, what are y'all's plans after maybe, because the kids are getting older. Our oldest son this year in May, next year he'll go to 11th grade. So only a few more years and he'll be out of, high school. And our other son is 14. So this year he'll be going to the 8th grade after this year. So he's not got much longer either. But so what's our plans after, they go out of school?
Which in parentheses, I did want to go ahead and say this. In parentheses, she said, not trying to rush the time.
Yeah.
Which, who wants to rush their time? So that, she did want to throw that out there. What do you think?
I would say, honestly, we had our kids young. At like 17, so we're still young, even though they would finish school. We really don't have plans as soon as they finish school. We have plans for them, like our oldest son, we plan on him starting to get a job this year so that he can get in the work ethics of, this crazy world that's coming up right now, because it's not easy. I mean, if you can do anything, to get your kids ready for the world that it is today, it's pretty crazy. But we don't have any plans. Our plans later on in life is to hopefully maybe travel around, buy an RV, travel around the world. Of course, I'm sure that's everybody's, but at least travel around the U.S. Right. So that's our plans, when we get older. Hopefully in the next 10 years.
Yeah, probably not as soon as they get done with school.
On our own business, maybe.
Yep. Having something of our
Working on our own business.
Yep. We would love to be able to do that. Alrighty, we're moving along, y'all. Moving along. What are your favorite restaurants to go on a date night?
Probably the same. What's yours?
Longhorn?
Yes.
Yeah.
We love Longhorn. And it's not got nothing to do with the price. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's just like if we had to rate around a restaurant, on everything, Longhorn is probably the best all around. And we go to a lot of restaurants. And
I was going to say, we've even went to like really, really fancy restaurants.
Yeah, fancy.
And Longhorn beats it.
Still better. And it could be just us. I tell other people all the time because they go to like fancy ones. And I'm just like, maybe I don't have the, because people have different palates on their, same way with wine, when you drink. But just me, even if I was a millionaire, I would rather go to like a Logan's or Longhorn. It's just, that's the type of food I like, and it's better. I just don't want a steak that had a little bit of salt on it and that's all it's got, and it's just not good. It's better beef, but Longhorn is our favorite restaurant to go to. It's good.
It's good. And let's see, what is your favorite thing about each other? Uh-oh, somebody's texting.
Probably mine about yours is probably just, you're all around. I don't know how to say it really. I mean, I wouldn't, like just everything, or how you do everything. I mean, you still work, but you still do everything at home. Still take care of the kids. Still, even though I help with stuff, she would still like, if I don't get up or do it, or she would still try to do everything like for me, or, you know, something like that. I mean, like, I got it, I can do it, but she does everything no matter what. Whether it's a work day, not a work day, pretty much Wonder Woman. And it still helps me. Like, if I'm detailing, she'll come help me if wants to. Even though y'all see me help, you know, her, she still does a lot too, a lot more.
My thing about you is, one, I got several really. One, you're very handsome. Two, you are very work ethic. From how your background was to how you are now, you are a wonderful husband, man, you know, husband, dad, man, just in all. You are, I mean, you know, compared to how you were growing up.
I didn't, and that might not be a question, but I didn't have a dad growing up. Didn't even know him. Like, my dad, my mom said my dad left whenever she was pregnant. And I don't know him. I never seen him. I never seen a picture of him. I don't know who he is. Nothing. She had a guy that was around a little bit, and he was pretty decent. He was okay, but as far as a father figure, no. So I try to do my best, you know, from not having any father figure. You know, I try to do my best too.
I tell him all the time, he is really the perfect man. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have flaws.
Not perfect. I mean,
everybody has flaws. I mean, we're not perfect, but to me, he is a perfect husband. Like, he really is. So let's see. Can y'all have more kids? Dun 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 dun. No, we cannot. One, my tubes are tied, and two, honestly, we just don't want more kids.
Want more kids. I mean, and her tubes tying and me not having not getting, you know, where I can't have kids. I didn't have anything to do with it. It's not because I don't want to. I never did. I don't plan on ever having no more kids. We're good. We knew after the second one, that was it.
We are very content. And then our kids are 16 and 14. What would we, I wouldn't know what to do.
I'm not saying I'm a bad person, but my nerves now from where I was when I was 17 or 18. I mean, 17 to 18, you weren't worried about anything. Yeah, I worked. I thought I was making good money then. You don't worry about anything. And now, you know, at 30, credit cards and houses and, you know, you got more on your mind. You work a lot. I work 60 hours a week. I mean, it's just, no. It would be a little tougher. So, you know, hats off to all y'all that are out there doing that now.
Let's see. How long did y'all date before getting married?
Half of our time.
Yeah, actually, we did not get married right away. We, you know, got together. We lived together and stuff, had kids, did all the things. But I think we were together for 8 years before we even decided to get married. It wasn't, I don't know why. It just worked out that way. And we didn't have, we paid for our wedding. We didn't have family, we didn't have this just huge, most fancy wedding, but we, you know, I planned everything from the everything, and we paid for it for ourselves. So, that's that. And yeah, so we were together for about 8 years, and then we've been married for 8 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Do y'all argue a lot?
When they argue, we disagree. I mean,
right.
we have differences maybe sometimes. But if you don't argue, you're full of
Yeah.
it. So
I mean, every couple argues. I mean, it could be over, you know.
it's good to argue. I mean, you know.
It could be over a water bottle. I mean, it's nothing. I'm not saying, I mean, have we had serious fights? I mean, no, like physical or nothing like that. But, you know, just like conversation back and forth. Yes, most couples do. I mean, you got to think we've been together, what, 16, 17 years? I mean, that's a long time. We have, you know, grown into different people. So, you know, we were young. We were 17 and 19 when we got together. So, we've changed. So of course we argue. You know, most couples do. And if you don't, let me know in the comments, you know, what the secret is. Maybe we can do that. And you want to read the last one? Do
I like her doing social media? Or do I, and it's not that I like, do I like, I'm guessing they're probably saying, do I mind, or does it bother me? No, don't bother me. I'm sure every husband to every wife's social media, unless they do a couples thing, I'm sure it kind of annoys them over time. But no, just maybe the filming sometimes ain't I wouldn't say it bothers me. Maybe the timing of it sometimes, I don't feel like doing something sometimes. So maybe I'll be like, you know, I don't really want to do that. I don't want, you know. But,
and I won't sit there and just force him to do it either.
No, she don't.
I'm not going to say, hey, get up and do that. You better get up and do that. You know, I'll say, hey, do you want to, you know, film blah, blah, blah today? He'll either say yes or no. If you watch my TikTok, I know some of you guys do and some of you guys do not have TikTok. I post pretty much every day on TikTok. Every day I try and post something, and sometimes he's in them and sometimes he's not. You know, if he works 16 hours in a day, he's not going to want to come home and do a TikTok. He's just not. So sometimes I'll ask him to do it, and, you know, sometimes I won't. It just, but dang, who is that text me? But you know what? Let me tell y'all a little something. He's my, he's my little TikTok star, because mostly every TikTok, and I don't know if it's a coincidence or if he's really my TikTok star.
Oh, there's probably a lot more of them that didn't go that did, but
most of the ones that I post with him in them, they get so many more views than just with me, like doing like a singing video or whatever. They get more views. So I call him my TikTok star, and he just laughs at me.
Like to see, you know, more couples
like couple things and stuff.
You know, a lot of men probably don't like to do TikTok, and I try to do it, you know, as much as I can really for him. But yeah, as far as social media, not mine. I'm glad she does it. Really makes her happy. So yeah.
It's fun. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy filming. And now that I have been filming 5 videos a week, it has been a lot. It truly, truly has. But hey, I stay busy, and I'm always doing something, y'all. Always doing something. But that is it. We had 11 questions, so thank you so much for the people that did ask a few questions, and I hope that gave you a little idea, insight of our life, just a little bit more, get to know us a little bit more. And if you would like to see any different types of Q&As from us, like more
anything, just any
like
recommendations on anything that y'all would want from us?
If you'd like to see like a more intimate, you can ask anything really. Just let me know in the comments what you would like to see from us, guys. And I do appreciate every single one of you guys watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and consider subscribing to my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Bye, y'all.
Bye.